I'm going to kill you. 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 Mr. Under the Ground Liver, I'm going to kill you. 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 Go, dude. Mr. Under the Ground Liver, I'm going to kill you. I'm going to kill you. I'm going to kill you. Hear that fucked up freak? I don't even know what the fuck is Mr. Under the Ground Liver.
Why would I record this?
It's none of your business.
Is that because it's imaginary?
Is this a joke?
It's none of your business.
Oh, that's not nice.
You did it to my mom before.
Not a problem. My electric bill is very reasonable.
I'm known as a mole man, and there's lots of us around the country.
Oh, okay. Right here. I'm going to kill you. Mr. Under the Ground Liver. Under the Ground Liver. Mr. Under the Ground Liver. I'm gonna fucking kill you. Under the Ground Liver. Mr. Under the Ground Liver. Very good. I'm gonna fucking kill you. Under the Ground Liver. Mr. Under the Ground Liver. Under the Ground Liver.
I'm a mole man.
I'm gonna fucking kill you.
Is this a joke? That's impossible. No, you don't live here.
It's none of your business.
Because he lives underneath of me.
I'm a mole man. But I live down here.
I'm gonna fucking kill you.
I'm a mole man.
Because he lives underneath of me.
I'm going to kill you. Under the Ground Liver. Mr. Under the Ground Liver. It's none of your business.
Be well.
I love you. You be well.
Stay safe. Bye-bye.
No. Thank you, Joe Divita, for that intro song. Hey, everybody. I'm your host, Brad. This is the Snowplow Show. It's October 8th, 2021, and this show is brought to you by a few of the supporters with the word "the" in their name, like The Least Creative and the Stunning-Kruger Effect, Chaz the TandemStacker, the Sayleboat, and the Prime Minister of Australia. Thanks, all 5 of you, for using the word "the" in your usernames. Sorry I didn't get to use the other "thes" in the sponsor list, like Theo P, and Alex the Arbitrary, and Teen Wolf the Jesus, and Denmark is the real country. Come on, we can't have more than 5 sponsors. That'd be crazy. Sorry, everybody. I wish I could read everybody's name in every single show, but then you guys would yell at me. Anyway, we have a very important thing to listen to here. I'm trying to find the video that Timmy sent to me. So hopefully you all caught the last Hobosode, which came out a few days ago, I think. It was one of those 10th Hobosodes, so it's on phonelosers.com if you want to go listen to it. You can also listen to it on the Patreon. I make every 10th Hobosode free to the public, so you don't have to be a supporter to hear it, just to try and trick a few more people into signing up. Here's that video. Okay, so on the most recent Hobosode, I called up Timmy's dad and I told him I was changing his phone number because he asked me to. He was hoping to give his dad a heart attack by thinking his number was going to change, and I feel like I got close to giving him a heart attack, but it didn't quite happen. So I'm sorry, Timmy, that inheritance money is just not going to come as soon as you'd hoped. We'll have to keep working at that, I guess. Here's a short clip of that call, just in case you haven't heard it. Yep, we're going to have to change that to a new phone number. That one's not going to work for you anymore.
Oh, come on, don't you want to give me a chance? I gotta tell people.
Sir, you were outbid on it. Somebody else has it now. It's going to be their phone number. So when anyone calls your number...
Well, what did you say? They outbid it?
That's just a short clip from the Hobosode. I did not tell Timmy. I didn't email him. Usually when I call someone's parents, I will email them and say, get ready, because they're kind of pissed. You're probably going to get disowned today. So he didn't know this was coming. I guess he was visiting his dad, and his dad started talking about it. So he turned on a video recorder in the middle of it. There's not really video on it. He's just video recording on his phone so he can quickly capture the reaction. But he emailed me. He's like, did you try to call my dad today trying to change his number for $143,000? Either way, his explaining it and frustration made me lose my shit. I'm going to try and send you a video. So here's the video, the audio that Timmy sent to me.
Who's this woman now?
What was her name? Was it Carol?
It's about a minute long.
It wasn't Carol, was it?
I don't remember the name.
So I guess he's telling his dad that he knows something about it. Maybe he had to because I didn't give him a heads up.
She said, you just spoke to Jack off, right, about changing your number. And I said,
I did not say my name was Jack Off. That's dumb. I wouldn't do that.
yeah. He told me that you're going to harass...
Timmy, your dad's full of shit. He's telling you lies right now.
He told me that you're going to harass the new... They gave me a number. a new number, a 306 number. 306? He said, yeah, it's a Saskatchewan number. I said, get the fuck out of here. So he said, now, if somebody calls
That's obviously Timmy laughing there as he's recording.
your number, it'll be answered, but it won't
He
be
said his stomach hurts.
by you. I said, well, all right. So then this woman calls back
Timmy, you're drowning out your dad. God damn it.
right away and says, he said that you were going to harass the new owner of your number. I said, I didn't say that. Well, that's what he said. I don't give a shit what he said. I said, in fact, you just gave me a pretty good idea.
Yeah, I don't think he said that either. Maybe he did. I can't remember things from 4 days ago.
I said, I'm
Come on.
not talking to you. And actually, at the very end, she said something about,
And that's where it cuts off. I don't know why he couldn't record more of that, but I'm not complaining. That was awesome. Thank you, Timmy, for sending me audio of your dad freaking out. I hope you guys are still on speaking terms. That was pretty great. And I think that's all the important stuff we have to deal with today. I don't see anything else here in the show notes. I mean, nothing I want to do right now anyway. So let's do some calls.
My name is Dave V. Davidson, and you're listening to The Snowplow Show, home of the greatest prank calls ever created by humankind. Motherfucker.
This is Lori. Can I help you?
Oh, hey, Lori. That was weird. You just picked up and sat there for a minute.
Well, I don't answer phones that I don't know the answer.
Well, that's
number.
not true.
So
That's
how
kind of a
can I-
lie. That's a lie because you just answered.
I did, but I don't know who you are, so I'm taking a leap of faith here.
Oh, okay.
So, with me.
Oh, well, I'm with True Green. I'm not trying to sell anything. I'm not a robocaller. I'm just calling.
No, you're
What?
you're a person.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So, yeah, we accidentally treated your lawn. I'm just calling to let you know that it was an accident. We transposed some digits on the forms, and your lawn got treated instead of your neighbor's. So, yeah, no big deal.
I don't have a lawn.
Oh, what did they treat?
I mean-
Did they just spray it all over the bricks?
Well, I'm not sure what they did. I mean, if you're familiar with my house, my front yard's basically all perennials, and I'm trying to grow it in with Vinca minor and whatnot. I don't know what was done. I mean, my husband and I work from home, and I didn't hear anything. I don't know. You tell me. What does that mean? What did that get sprayed with?
Oh, well, I'm not familiar with your yard. I don't do the truck, the outside stuff. I know it was like a grass fertilizer, like a very aggressive grass fertilizer. Probably you're going to have grass come up between whatever, sidewalks and bricks, and you're just going to have lots of grass now.
Well, but they couldn't have gone in the backyard because it's a locked gate.
Oh, no,
But my
they
front yard
they get through locked gates.
Okay, so can I have your name and number so I can? I mean, I have a call I have to be on in 12 minutes.
Who with?
But I'm processing. So
Who with?
just
Who do you have to talk to?
My boss.
Oh, what about? Are you in trouble?
No, no, it doesn't. That's irrelevant. I mean,
Oh, well, I'm sorry. You brought it up. I just was.
No, I'm just saying that I have a call. It's not that I'm blowing you off. I just need to be prepared for a call. So what was your name, please?
My name is Roy.
Roy, and
Yep.
you are who? I mean, in the food chain, they called to tell you that this had been accidentally done.
Mm-hmm. Well, I just work here at the office here in and yeah, there was just the customer called and said we never came, and I noticed that we transposed the digits. So they were there recently and sprayed a bunch of grass fertilizer. You're going to have lots of grass.
But my point is that I've worked really hard to not have grass, to not have to mow my front yard.
Oh.
So
Well,
so you see where my issue is. I have all perennials in my front yard, perennials, ferns, that kind of thing. I do not have grass.
now it's going to be perennials and grass. But
well,
probably the grass won't even get very high. I mean, you'll see the ferns first, the perennials. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
okay. Thank you, Roy. I won't worry about it, but I am a little concerned. I don't want grass. So if I don't have grass and you put an aggressive fertilizer, That doesn't necessarily mean I will have grass grow. This means what I currently have has been fertilized, correct? It's not like you put something that has seed
Oh, no,
in it or
these are
anything like
grass
that.
seeds. Like it's kind of a liquid form of grass seed, and it's super aggressive. It's genetically modified. It's going to grow faster than you've ever seen. There's going to be so much grass.
But Roy, what I'm saying to you is that I've worked very hard to not have grass to mow my front yard.
Oh, well, that's
It's on
weird. Having grass is part of the American dream.
Well, yeah, I'm trying to. No, I don't want grass in my front yard.
Yeah, but that's weird. Like we've helped you become a normal person, basically. If the grass is going to be there now you can just buy a lawnmower and be like the rest of the neighborhood and stop pretending you're a snowflake.
Wow, Roy, I can honestly tell you I'm not feeling very good about this conversation.
Oh, I'm sorry.
So that's okay. I have purposely made a concerted effort to not have to mow my front yard, to not have grass.
But maybe you could use the exercise, like it's good exercise. Getting out there and mowing. I don't necessarily
Roy,
like mowing my lawn, but I am a fatty,
Roy,
and I could use that exercise.
Okay, but Roy, I can appreciate that, and I'm sorry, but like I said, I'm not comfortable with this conversation, and I would like to have a name and a number of your supervisor or someone in a supervisory capacity within your organization. I don't want grass. That's my point.
Okay,
I know that mistakes happen.
We'll just cut it.
But I
just cut the grass, just with the lawnmower, and you won't see it. Like put your lawnmower on the lowest setting.
Roy,
I
am going
the
to
half
end
inch.
this conversation, and I will call Trugery back, and I will find someone who doesn't think they're funny. I don't find this funny. You're not listening to what I'm saying.
I'm not trying to be funny.
I will call No, Roy, I've asked for a name of a supervisor or someone within your organization that I could speak to, please.
Well,
Can you help me with that?
Yeah, I was trying to help you. I was just letting you know, like, you're being kind of silly. And anyway, it's Carol.
Roy,
Carol Gersberms.
Carol, I'm sorry?
Carol Gersberms.
G-E-R...
Oh, man. Gersberse. I don't know.
Okay,
I ain't no foreigner.
Do you have a number for her? Do you have a number for her, please?
Yeah, it's area code 7753. Or I could just transfer you.
No, like I said, I have a work call. I mean,
that's not for 9 more minutes.
Roy,
it's only.
We're going to end this call. I appreciate you letting me know this.
Can I be 3-wayed on with your boss? I just want to listen.
Goodbye, Roy.
Where are you going, ma'am? I pulled up her address while I was talking to her. I'm trying to understand how she doesn't have grass, because everyone else in her neighborhood seems to have grass. She does have a lot of giant trees, and I definitely see a little bit of grass back there, but it's kind of hard to tell. Oh, that might be her neighbor's grass. I don't know. What a confusing neighborhood. I should wait about 10 minutes and call her when she's in mid-conversation with her boss and just, try to get the scoop. Be like, is he mad at you? Are you getting reprimanded? But I won't do that. I'll just move on to the next one. Oh, and I gave her a completely fake phone number, just random digits. And also, I don't have my phonetic alphabet anymore. I used to have it taped to my desk here, and I removed it because it was getting all gross and messy. And I printed out another one, but it's currently buried on my desk over there someplace. I haven't really needed that in a while, and it would have come in handy today. She would have loved having me spell out Carol's name. So I'm calling from an HOA list, and I can't remember who sent it to me. Here, let me see if I can search my email for the HOA name. Oh, there it is. It's from Crimson. Thanks, Crimson. He sent this back in 2018, so I am getting a lot of disconnected numbers on this one, but it's not Crimson's fault. He didn't know I was going to take 3 years to call these people.
Hello.
Hey, Frank?
How can I help you?
Frank! It's your neighbor, it's Roy.
Hi, Roy.
Hey.
How can I help you?
Why are you being like that for? You're acting like
I'm in the middle of a meeting. I'm sorry, Roy.
A meeting with who? Yeah, right. Come on. You're at home. Wait. Are you having a meeting with Lori by chance? Because she said she had to talk to her boss. Are you her boss?
I don't know how can I help you? What's the topic?
Oh, yeah, I was in your yard last night and I got dog poop in my hair. Do you guys have a dog?
No, I only have coyotes in the backyard. So thanks for calling.
Bullshit,
if I can't get
you
a
do.
topic out of you, I'm going to hang up. So
Well, that was the
I'm
topic.
Sorry.
And you're not even on a meeting. You don't have to lie to me. Just tell me you don't want to talk to me.
I only talk to people I know the topic and I can help.
I tried to tell you the topic and you don't believe me that I'm giving you the right topic.
Okay, then. Great talking to you.
Okay,
Bye.
and enjoy your fake meeting.
Yep.
So I didn't even know his first name. It just has an F and an A as his first and middle initial, I guess. And I guessed Frank, and he seemed okay with that. I'm glad I didn't go with Fred, but maybe he would have been fine with that too. I don't know. And sorry about the dog poop thing. You know, I wasn't prepared.
Hello?
Hi, Alan?
Yeah.
It's Roy with True Green. I'm under your house right now. Under your, kind of under the front yard. We're doing a treatment down here.
For who?
For you, for your yard there on Ridgeview. We're doing it from underneath.
We didn't order that.
Oh, well, it's paid for. You didn't order
Who paid for it?
I thought you did. Or maybe Marie's doing it as a surprise for you. Anyway, we're down here
Hang
right
on a
now.
second.
We're treating your yard from underneath.
Hello. Can you meet me at the front door?
Me? Oh no, I'm under the ground right now. I'm underneath your front lawn. I'm in the catacombs. We're doing.
Is this a prank call?
Oh
This is
no,
a prank call.
sir, I would not prank call you. I'm a grown man. We're doing the underground treatment from underneath.
Underneath what?
Underneath your lawn. We're underneath your lawn in the catacombs. We're going to be
Yeah,
down here
right.
for a little while.
Thank you. Goodbye.
Sir, why are you being like that? All right, that was stupid.
Reached a number that does not accept solicitations. If you are a solicitor, please add this number to your do not call list and hang up now. Otherwise, please press 1 or stay on the line. Thank you. Please hold.
Hello?
Hey, Lucretia?
Yes?
Hey, it's your neighbor. It's Roy.
Yes?
I'm underneath your house right now. I found a tunnel.
For what?
Sorry, what?
What? Who is Troy?
Oh, I'm your neighbor. I'm Roy. I just live kind of around the corner.
Yeah, why?
Why? Because that's where I live. I've lived here for a long time.
Oh, so?
Yeah, but I'm underneath your lawn right now. I'm underneath your house.
Oh, what happened?
I found a tunnel. I was breaking into my basement wall. You know, I was just extending the square footage, and I found a tunnel.
Tunnel?
Yeah.
Where is your house?
Well, I live over on Drive, like around the corner, but a couple blocks away. But there's a lot there's a lot of tunnels down here.
And then?
Yeah.
So, what now?
I found another door down here, and it looks like it might lead to your basement. Is it okay if I try to come in?
For what?
Well, I think your basement, I think this is a door that goes into your basement. Or maybe...
Yeah, why you are in my basement?
Oh, no, I'm underneath your basement.
Yeah, why you are underneath the basement?
I'm in a tunnel underneath your house.
And then?
Yes.
So what are you doing there?
I'm just exploring right now. I'm checking out the caves. There's many tunnels and caverns and large cavernous rooms.
Oh.
Yes. Do you know your neighbor across the street? Her name's Lori?
No.
She has a lot of poinsettias in her yard. She doesn't have any grass.
I don't know Lori.
Yeah, but do you know her lawn? Does she actually not have grass in her front lawn?
Which one?
Directly across from you. She's a real weirdo. Like, she doesn't like grass. And
Where is that? You know what? I don't know my neighbor.
Go out your door and walk directly forward until you see Lori's house.
Where is Lori?
It's
No, I don't know.
Oh, well, maybe there's no access there, because maybe that's just a big wall of trees. I don't know.
I don't know.
But if that's true, Lori does have grass in her front lawn. She was lying to me.
I don't know.
Yeah. Anyway.
How do you know me?
I don't really know you, but, I just know you're my name.
Do you know my name?
Yeah, it's Lucretia, right? I've never talked to a Lucretia before.
Yeah. How do you know how do you know my name?
It's in the directory. I'm with the homeowner. I'm in the same homeowners association as you.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
And then,
well, I'm gonna try and come into your basement right now. I think this hatch leads upwards into your floor, so I might be coming out of your concrete floor.
And then, what happened?
I'll
you are under, so you cannot come in my house, right? Under only.
Well, I'm underneath your house, but I think there's a door. I think I can start hammering, and I'll break through the concrete, and I'll be in your basement.
Oh, so what happened now? Do you think it's okay for that?
Yeah. I'll yell your name. I'll be Lucretia. I'm in your basement.
No. Yeah. What happened now if you are in the basement? What happened to my house?
Oh, well, there's just tunnels all underneath the neighborhood. It turns.
Yeah, so why are you doing that?
I think they're old mining tunnels or something. I think these are silver mines.
Oh, I don't know. As
could...
long as, my house, it will not...
Oh, no, I think your house is fine, because these tunnels have been here for hundreds of years.
Yeah, it will not ruin as long as it's okay, I don't know.
Oh, yeah, everything's fine. But...
What is your name?
My name is Roy.
Roy?
Yep, Roy. Roy Gerbil.
Roy Turtle?
Yep, Roy Turtle.
Turtle, like turtle, Turtle?
Yes, that's the one.
Oh.
Yep.
Where do you live?
Oh, I live over on Drive.
Yeah.
Yeah, right around the corner, but I don't have any grass in my yard, just poinsettias and ferns.
Yeah. What's your address? Because I don't... Is this your phone number?
Yeah, that's my phone number. Hey.
The one that... Okay, and then Roy.
Yes. Hey, listen, I'm going to live down here. I'm going to live underneath your house.
Why you going to live under my house?
Well, I'm going to rent out all this space down here as an Airbnb. So you're going to have a lot of Airbnb guests underneath your house.
Oh, why?
They might be loud.
No. Why you going to live under my house?
Well, I don't think I'm going to live there. I think I'm just going to rent it out to Airbnb guests. It'll be like a...
No.
But no, you won't know that they're there. It's way under the ground. Like way underground. All the way.
Oh, my gee. I don't know. Why? Why here?
Well, because, I don't know. Like, it's right next, kind of close to where I am, just a couple blocks away.
But, look.
And...
Why there is somebody underneath of my house?
Well, I'll make the entrance my basement, and they'll go in through my basement, and they'll walk about a quarter mile to your house, and that's where the Airbnb is going to be, right underneath your house.
Oh my! Why my house, not other houses?
Because it's the biggest room under there.
No. How do you... Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh.
Who's that talking to you?
My daughter. Allah. I
hey,
don't
daughter.
know what. Why under my house? There's a lot of houses. Why under my house?
Well, I think I'm going to make a lot of Airbnbs. I'm going to make them all around the neighborhood, but you're going to be Airbnb number.
They know what you're doing?
Oh yeah. You don't. There's nothing to worry about. We're not doing anything structurally down here. We're just gonna make it fancy and put up some drywall.
Oh my gee!
I won't come. I
know what you're doing?
And I'm gonna put yes, of course. Yeah, I work in construction, and I'm gonna put a sign up here that says, "Do not go into Lucretia's basement." No.
No, I'm not joking. What are you doing? I don't know.
No, I'm just saying that the Airbnb guests will not be coming into your basement ever.
Oh, what is this? Is it a joke?
Oh, no, I wouldn't joke about this, ma'am. I'm a grown man.
Yeah, Roy Turtle.
Yep.
What is your address?
I already told, I'm over on Drive.
Yeah, what's your number?
Oh, the house number?
Yes.
Well, are you going to come over? Do you want to see the tunnel underneath the house? Do you want to come over?
No, I don't know you, so I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm at 4314 Drive.
Okay, and then?
Yeah. So, yep, I'm going to just keep exploring down here. I'm going to be wandering around the neighborhood all night.
I don't know. Oh, my G. What are you doing?
Oh, my G?
You know why, Roy? I don't know. Hello?
Hello. I was just trying to hear what she was saying.
No.
I like your term, oh my G. I'm going to start saying that all the time.
Yeah, but Roy, I don't know what you're doing. You're talking about.
Oh, yeah, there's nothing to worry about.
I know you. I don't know. I just answered. I thought it's my. But why?
Well, look, I found this door in my basement. It leads to all the tunnels in the neighborhood. And it seems like they're all connected to all the different garages and basements and stuff. I keep popping up in people's houses and saying, hello. And they're like, how'd you get in here?
Oh, what?
Oh, but I can't, I won't do that. I won't break through your wall, I promise.
Oh, my G.
Well, on your property, it's actually 3 stories down. So the Airbnb is going to be 3 stories below you, like way, way down underneath the earth.
Oh, I don't.
I think this door that I found actually goes down instead of up. It's hard to tell direction here.
I don't know what you're.
There's no gravity down here.
Why you are underneath? Why you can call me? Why did you call me? Why me?
Oh, I just wanted to call you and say, hey, I'm your neighbor and I'm underneath your house. Isn't that crazy? And you were like, oh my G.
That's really crazy because I don't know what is this. First time that somebody is doing this.
You should come over sometime. I'll show you the whole tunnel system.
No.
I think I'm going to start doing tours throughout the neighborhood.
Oh my.
Gee.
Oh my.
Gee.
No.
Yeah, just tours, for tourists. It's going to bring tourism into the neighborhood.
I think this is a joke.
Oh, no. I would not joke.
Why me? You should call somebody, not me.
Okay, well, I'm sorry. I wanted to call and say hello.
I should have.
What?
Yeah, it's so scary.
Oh, don't be scared. I'm just being silly. I'm not gonna make it. I'm not gonna make an Airbnb. I'm just gonna quietly explore the entire neighborhood. I just think it's so cool that we have tunnels underneath the whole neighborhood. Can you believe it?
No.
Me either. Oh my G.
Yeah, I should have answered this. I don't know.
What are you guys talking about?
Okay, I don't know what you're doing.
Okay, well, no, yeah, it's nothing to worry about. Like, everything's
I'm
fine.
worried.
It's just
my first time to answer a phone. I don't really answer a phone.
Oh, everybody says that to me. But they always answer the phone and say, I never answer the phone.
Yeah, it's scary and silly. Oh, no, my goodness. Oh, look.
Yeah, I got your number from the HOA directory.
Yeah, why me?
Oh, I called up several neighbors. I'm like, I'm underneath your house. And then I called up another neighbor and said, I'm underneath your house. And do you know Patrick? Do you know Patrick that lives a couple houses down from you? I'm going to call him next.
Oh, my.
I'm going to say, guess what, Patrick? I'm underneath your house.
Shoot.
Isn't that crazy, Patrick?
That's not true. That's not right.
That's what I'll say. But I know Patrick. He won't, he'll know I'm just kidding around.
Okay, I don't know what you're doing, so
yeah.
Sorry.
I'm just making prank calls, that's all.
Oh, that's not good.
Oh, yeah. No, prank calls are funny.
No, that's not funny. So, okay.
I make prank calls all the time, Lucretia.
No. That's scary, Kwan.
What?
No, don't do that.
How is that scary? I just said I was 3 stories below your house, that's all.
Yeah.
And I assured you that your house was not going to fall down.
Oh, no. Okay. I don't know.
I'm just down here in the caves making prank calls, that's all.
Oh, my God. Okay.
Underneath your house.
Sorry.
All right, you're awesome, Lucretia. I really think you're a nice person. Thank you so much.
Sorry.
Thank you for talking to me. Thank you. She didn't appear to like me as much as I liked her. But you know what? She's probably laughing about the whole thing right now, just like Timmy's dad, about the prank calls I made to him in the Hobosode. He's got all these stories to tell now. I bet you I'm not only helping him reconnect with Timmy, but I'm helping him reconnect with the rest of his family, because now he's got an interesting thing to tell them. I'm helping these people, you see? At least that's how I sleep at night, by pretending that everybody loves my prank calls.
Hello?
Hey, Justin?
Yeah?
It's Roy from the Homeowners Association.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the one.
Oh, hi.
Hey, how you doing? My daughter's getting married next week. We're going to have the wedding reception in your yard. Like in the backyard. And I just wanted to let you know about that. It's going to be on Saturday the 30th. October 30th. It's a Halloween wedding.
A bit little. So, and do you live behind me, or?
Oh, no, just like in your yard. Like we'll probably set up, like banquet tables and stuff in the front yard too, but most of it'll be in the backyard.
At my house? I'm very confused.
Oh yeah, just try to stay out of your yard on Saturday the 30th if you could. That'd be great, because we're gonna have that wedding reception. Not the actual wedding, just the after reception. And there will be drinking, but we're not like a crazy family. We just drink a little bit.
I'm very confused. So you're telling you're telling me to stay out of my own yard for your wedding?
Well, just if you could. It's my daughter's wedding. She's getting married to Chad.
I just didn't know. You do. I mean, my yard is like very small. I have no. This is kind of strange because it's not even a flat area. It's kind of a hill.
Yeah. It's very picturesque. That's why we like it. And it's a small family. It's not going to be a huge reception.
So. Okay, so you're asking permission to use my yard. Is that what this call is?
Yeah. Well, I'm not permission per se. I'm just we're going to be there on Saturday the 30th of this month, just for a small reception. It's going to start around 2 and probably just last till 6 or 7. I bet. We're not late night people. You got to admit, this is kind of strange. So you're calling from the HOA. Are you a representative of the HOA? And you're basically telling me you're not even asking for my permission. Well, so that's kind of strange. I'm on the board of the HOA, so we're allowed to just kind of use the property as we see fit since you're renting from us. And we did go back there. We noticed that, you had a few things just laying around. Do you think you could clean up just a bit? I mean, if not, we'll take care of it. We'll just hide things behind the tables and stuff.
Roy, sorry. You don't own my property, right? You own that green belt that you guys do not take care of.
Yeah, well, hey, don't be a dick.
Excuse me? No, you called me not even to ask for my permission. So that's kind of strange, right? I mean, this is...
Yeah, but you pay your HOA fees. It's kind of like rent, because if you don't pay, we'll kick you out of the neighborhood. And
who do you think you are? I pay my dues. I have lived there for 10 plus years. Mm-hmm. You didn't approach this conversation in the right way. If you want to use you don't just get to use my property. Like, that's not how that works.
But yeah, it'll just be a small affair, and on the 30th.
Well, it might have been a different conversation and a different response had you approached this different. You don't call a member of a HOA to say, we're going to use your yard, period.
Oh, no,
that's not appropriate.
Well, I mean, maybe not to you. But what, are you saying I can't use your yard? You're going to be a dick just to teach me a lesson?
No, it's a very strange request that not even...
It's not that strange. Like, people get married all the time.
That's not what... This is just very odd to me.
Okay, well, we're not going to steal anything from your yard. We're just going to
I'm not saying that, but then all of a sudden you kind of say, well, you should clean this up. Like, no. You guys are, this is a different level. Like, you could think you own the place. Like, that's not even appropriate. And I don't even understand why my yard out of all the yards. I don't get that.
Well, it's just picturesque. I showed my daughter a few backyards and stuff, and she said she liked yours. And we walked back there the other day, and she said it was beautiful. So she actually likes your backyard.
You know what? Let me give you a call back.
Despite its condition. I'm sorry, what?
I'll think about this. I will get back to you.
Okay, well, we're not. There's nothing to think about. We'll just be there. Just kind of keep away from the yard, and
you don't get to tell me to get out of my own yard. That's not.
Well, what are you gonna do? You're gonna just try and crash?
Yeah, I'll call the fucking cops. Like I don't. This is just such the strangest.
Well, no, I didn't say anything about the cops. I just thought you were gonna try and crash the wedding just for free booze or something. I mean, that'll be weird. Like, you're not going to be a popular person there. People are going to be like, who the fuck's this guy?
Dude, you literally are calling me to tell me you're going to use my yard if you're
not doing anything with it. Look at it.
What are you talking about? I don't even know you.
I know. I'm on the board, though. I'm just saying, like...
That's cool that you're on the board, dude. I don't give a shit if you're on the board.
Well, do you have something sketchy there? I noticed you have your house blurred out on Google. What's that about? It's not a meth house or something, is it? Because I don't want no trouble.
In this conversation, you don't come to my yard. Like you could have approached this a completely different way, and you don't come and say, "Oh, I'm a board member and I'm going to do what the fuck I please." That just doesn't work. So
you sound like you're a tenant that wants to get kicked out.
Why do you think that you would have any right to kick me out if I'm paying my dues?
Because we're the HOA, and you're being kind of a jerk. And
again, you could have approached this conversation completely different. I feel like you're bullying me, if anything.
I'm not bullying you. I'm just saying we're going to use your yard.
You literally are telling me I'm going to do this, and you're just going to put up with it. That ain't going to happen.
Why? Because I'm attacking your manhood or something? Like, why are you being such a dick for no reason?
First of all, you're the one who started calling me a dick on this conversation.
Because you're being a dick. Completely different. You're being a fucking dick, sir.
Okay, well, Roy, you can eat shit and die. I don't give.
Wow.
No.
So I can't call you a dick, but you can tell me to eat shit and die. That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, man. I don't know what your problem is. I have done nothing to you. You're sitting there telling me what I need to do with my property. That does make no sense. So,
you're trying to ruin my daughter's wedding. Stop trying to ruin my daughter's wedding.
Not, sir. I'm a neighborly and a nice guy if you get to know me, but you don't call someone and say, I'm just going to use your yard. Heads up. Like, that's just not how that works.
Well, I was nice enough to call about it, so you're welcome. And why is your house blurred anyway? Like, why'd you blur it? Like, what was the reason for that? That's
weird. Not your fucking business. Like, and first of all, I'm not doing anything shady at my house. For your information, and
shady.
Just because you're on a board doesn't mean that you get to walk on people. And I feel like that's what you're doing.
You went out of your way to have Google blur your house. That's pretty sketchy, I think. Like, what are you up to?
Why do you care? Why are you even looking at it?
You're the one that's saying we can't come in your yard.
Because it's my house, dude. What are you talking about?
I mean, we had, my daughter and I, we had to like walk all the way. We had to drive all the way to your house and walk around your backyard just to look at it.
What is your point?
Well, because you had it all blurry, so that's weird. Like, what are you doing? Like, why don't you want people to see the front of your house?
That's none of your. I don't.
And you can't even answer that question. Like, what?
That. Obviously, Google. If Google has that option, what does that even matter to you?
Well, I think they have that option so they know who's up to shady shit on their properties.
Even if look, what is it even your business? You don't. This is the craziest fucking call. Dude, don't come to my yard. Don't ever go in my yard. You don't have that right. You can be on the HOA
I'm
board.
On the wedding. Fine. I'm on the wedding guest list, sir. I have every right to be there. She's already done it.
What is that? That means shit to me. That's my house. Like, I don't understand what you're talking about. You can't just call someone and say, hey, I'm just going to use your yard and you're going to put up with it.
It's our property, though. Like, we're the HOA. We own all of this.
Not quite. I'm pretty sure that's not quite how that works.
Well, I mean, exactly how it works.
And I might be wrong. Hey, I might be wrong. I don't know that that's in the bylaw that you can just use someone's yard and call them up and be like, hey, we're going to do it regardless.
Yeah, it sounds like you're just got a problem with people seeing your back? We've already been back there. We didn't see anything
I
weird.
know, and as you can see, there's nothing fucking hiding. So I don't stop with this insinuation.
Oh man,
Which is ridiculous.
I just I went on Street View over to the street behind you, and even the backyard's it's all obscured. Like it's blurred back there too. Like you don't want people to see the backyard.
Dude, do you understand? I don't give a shit what you think about.
It seems like you give a shit. You're calling up Google and making them blur your house.
But what business is that of yours? None. So get out of my business, dude.
Okay, well, that just seems a little weird that you won't even answer the question why you blurred your house.
That is not. It's not weird at all.
That's probably
very
against
strange. This entire phone call for you to think that you have some kind of authority over me is what's really weird about this. So I'm saying no. Do not show up on September 30th.
Well, that's the day of the wedding.
You could approach this in a completely different way.
That's the day of the wedding.
That's on you. Yeah, that's on you. But,
fine. You can come to the wedding. We'll give you free alcohol if that's what it takes.
That is not what it takes. I'm just telling you. This is the strength. Like, imagine. Can you just flip this around real quick? If I called you and I said, "Hey, I'm just going to use your yard." Period. Like, because I have authority. That's why. That's kind of strange, right?
That wouldn't happen to me because I'm not poor like you, and I live over in the nice part of the neighborhood.
What are you talking about? I'm not. What? Poor like me?
Well, I don't know. You're the one running some kind of a meth house and blurring your house on Google.
Okay, you do you, bud. I'm hanging up now.
All right, I love you. I didn't even notice that his house was blurred until halfway through the call. I was trying to look in his front yard to see where we could put those buffet tables, and I can't even see his front yard. He's got the whole thing blurred. I can see a little bit of the grass, though. It looks like a nice big yard. So what's this greedy motherfucker's problem? Trying to ruin my daughter's wedding just for the sake of ruining it? What a dick. You know what? I'm so pissed, I'm done with the show. It's time for voicemails. It's all because of Justin. Oh, but that call idea was from Brandon on YouTube. He says when you do the homeowners association next, you should tell people you are from the HOA and your son is getting married and you chose their house to hold the wedding at. I guess I messed that up a little bit, saying it was the reception and it's my daughter, but whatever. Thanks, Brandon, for that idea. I think that was an old idea. Hopefully he's still a listener.
Hey, Brad. Call me Cactus calling in.
Hey.
I just want to say I'm on the highway right now. Driving, I saw a True Green vehicle, which is the first time I've ever seen one in my general area.
That's nice.
So I just want to call and say I'm thinking about you. Love you, Brad.
Okay.
Mwah.
Congratulations on seeing a True Green truck. It's pretty exciting.
Hello there, Brad. This is Jim from Los Angeles, California.
Hey.
And I just had a quick question. Sometimes when you make prank calls, you play sound effects, like the
yeah.
And I was just wondering if the people on the other end can actually hear it, because they never seem to react to it. Like, that'd be a dead giveaway, wouldn't it?
Yeah,
but, that's
so.
my question. Thank you.
Yeah, they can hear. They can hear all the sounds. I know there have been times when I played stuff and they weren't able to hear it because of the way things are set up over here, but I think I got that figured out, and they should be able to hear everything that I play, even though sometimes it's a little bit distorted. But yeah, I've tested that out on my cell phone and it works. I don't know why people don't react to things sometimes. They always seem to react to the toilet flushing the apartment people do. They always scream at me to stop flushing, so that's how I know it works. But I've also called myself and made sure I was having a problem with that for a while.
Oh yeah, Dr. PLA, this is Joby calling from Texas, and
hey,
I don't feel so good. I want
that's
some
Dr. Roy Gerbel, motherfucker.
health advice. I feel like I was gargling, and I feel like I maybe...
Or you can call me Dr. Pepper. That works.
Sort of drank some really bad clams. They're kind of stuck in my throat, and I'm like, not...
Well, my suggestion is don't drink bad clams anymore, and you should be fine.
Hey, Brad.
Hey.
It's your old pal, Will.
Hey.
I was just calling in because I just finished listening to Hobosode 309, and I gotta say, the poop in the hair calls have always been my favorite, man.
Are they?
They're just so fun.
Even the one I did on today's show, because that was pretty lame. That was just me blurting that out because I couldn't think of anything better to say.
It's funny. Whenever I tell anybody about this show, I always tell them about the calling a neighbor up and telling them that you laid in their yard at 3 a.m. and got poop in your hair.
It sucks.
It's the fucking stupidest, funniest
Based
thing
on a
ever.
true story, too.
I hope you keep doing more of those whenever you can, and keep up the good work, Brad.
Thanks.
Cactus. Bye.
Hey, Brad.
Hey.
Brad.
Hey.
Dirty Dr. Dan.
Hello.
I just feel obligated to say your name.
Is it though? Because I have his number saved in here, and usually it comes up on caller ID. So how come you have a different number than Dirty Dr. Dan?
That at this point.
It's very confusing.
You know why they call me Dirty Dr. Dan?
Why?
Because I'm gross. Because I'm dirty. I'm unwashed. I'm actually fucking...
This isn't Dirty Dr. Dan. Quit trying to start drama in my voicemails. I'm on to your tricks.
Hello, Roy. This is Will C. calling from upstate New York. Just calling as a courtesy to let you know that your phone is currently on fire.
Oh,
you might want
crud.
to take care of that.
All right.
Thanks.
I'll
Bye.
do that.
Hey, Brad.
Hey.
This is Synthead and Synthead.
Oh, hey.
We were just wondering if
There's a
Carol
Mrs. Synthead. That's crazy. The things you don't know about your own listeners.
has ever attempted a British accent. We were listening to the Wheelie Bin episode and think that you should
No.
call the UK more for the players.
Well,
Thanks
yeah,
for everything.
I'd like to call the UK. I'm not going to do the British accent thing, probably. I used to try that with my old job. Never worked out that good.
Snow Plow, February 10th, 2015. You're slowly dying.
What? Is that a threat or something? I don't appreciate the threats.
Hello, Brad. This is Rodney Munch calling from Lincolnshire, United Kingdom.
Hey.
Long time, first time. I had a question.
You sound like shit, Rodney.
Every now and again, when you get through to someone, you get some smug person on the other end of the line that tries to keep you talking for some period of time so they can, quote-unquote, trace your call. Just curious, does that technology actually exist, or is it just a hangover of 80s movies like I think it is?
Yeah, it's just something they do because they see it on television or the movies. You know, back in the 1970s or 1980s, they always got to keep the bad guy on the line so that they can trace that call. And I think that was somewhat true back in the day, or was it? I don't know. Maybe it was never true. But that's definitely not how tracing works. If you want to trace somebody, you just have to, work with the police and the phone company, and it's already been traced the minute you make the call. They just got to do the back tracing,
Yo, bro. I just got hold of some, some receipts, a whole bunch of receipts, and just want to know, Brad, man, where do I email those to you or what? I just want to know, man.
What kind of receipts? What the fuck are you talking about?
All right, bro.
Mr.
Just trying to
Voice Changer Man?
figure out where to email. I probably grab about 50 receipts for some customers and
Oh, okay.
so for your prank call show, bro.
Yeah.
So, just,
Ain't your bro, pal. But you can email those to show@snowplowshow.com if you want to. That's how they get to me. You probably just could have gone to the website and figured that out. snowplowshow.com instead of calling with a voice changer. What the hell?
Hey, Broid, when you said in episode 722 that, your attitude is biodegradable, it got me to chortle. I just wanted to report that you got me to chortle.
Well, thank you.
Congratulations. Go pound some sand. See you. Bye.
All right. That definitely wasn't my idea, though. That was somebody in the Twitch chat room telling me to tell her that her attitude is biodegradable. So I can't take the credit for that one. When I do live shows, I steal tons of ideas from the chat room.
Hey, RB. This is Stan DePayne out in Illinois.
Hello.
Just sitting here masturbating to some pictures I found on the interwebs of you and Dino Alsman nude.
Yeah,
I
those
was
old
hoping
things.
that these aren't photoshopped. I hope they're the real thing.
no,
And then I hope if you have a live video,
they're
you
the
can
real
post that
thing.
too on the Snowplow Show webpage. That'd be nice.
All right.
I'd like to finish to that.
At least you know where the webpage is. Unlike that last guy.
Hey, Brad, it's Patrick from Illinois, and I was listening to some of the older shows, like ones on YouTube, listening. So your older shows, you went to Wal-Mart, did a bunch of Black Friday pranks, showing up wearing the vest. I don't think you've done those for a while. Is there a reason why you don't go to the actual location and troll people like that? I think that'd be really fun, especially in an era of COVID. So if you ever plan to go back to Walmart or Target, that'd be really cool. All right, Brad. Have a good week. Make good choices.
Bye. Yeah, I did that with Evie and Joe. I forget what year it was. Probably like 2011 or 2012. We dressed up in Walmart vests and went into Walmarts and helped the customers. And it was kind of fun. They did not like our help. We got kicked out of at least 2 Walmarts. Or was it just one Walmart? I can't remember. It's been a long time. Security showed up. They're like, hey, you can't walk around in blue vests and help people. What do you think you're doing? And we tried to be like, well, this is just our fashion choice. because the vest did not say Walmart on them. We did not have Walmart name tags. We just had blue vests with a bunch of buttons all over them, and they made us leave anyway. And the reason I don't do stuff like that anymore is mostly because of laziness, but also because there's always the chance that I'm gonna get arrested if I do something like that. And normally that'd be okay. It's fun to get arrested every now and again, but not when you're on probation. That's probably a horrible idea. So someday in the future I will do stuff like that again, hopefully. But maybe not, maybe I never will, because I sure wasn't doing it before I got arrested. That's going to do it for the voicemails. I think the show is over. So thank you to all the those that supported the show today. The Least Creative, the Stunning-Kruger Effect, Chaz the TandemStacker, the Sayleboat, and the Prime Minister of Australia. They support the show on Patreon, and they now have another choice to support the show. I set up the Spotify subscription thing. If anyone wants to give that a try instead of Patreon, that's going to be replacing my website, hopefully, someday. Because, man, am I tired of that website.
When I was a lad, they used to tell me all about the movie.
Oh my G,